saying things. People talking like they're acting like they know. And I hear them, and I see them, and I watch them, and I feel them. Now the older I get, the more that I realize. Now the older I get, the more that I realize. Kill your fears. 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 Got a lot of new enemies, gotta move differently. I just need you in my vicinity. Got you addicted, I feel like your medicine. Do you believe in me? Cause I believe in us. This type of love is real. I swear I don't do it. Believe in me, yeah. Lovers energy. Energy, 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 energy. Energy, 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 energy. Got a lot of real ones still in the streets, trying to feed their family. That's why I move differently, that's why I move differently. Tired of all the faking, trying to see you naked. I just need your energy, yeah, yeah, yeah. That's why I move different. That's why I move differently. This type of love is real. That's why I don't do it for this, yeah. Lovers energy, energy, energy. Energy, 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 energy. Big plans, no God, no chance, no love, no good, all bad. Big plans, no God, no chance, no love, no good, all bad. And what if no God, no chance, no love, no good, all bad. Big plans, no God, no chance, no love, no good, all bad. Big plans, no God, no chance, no love, no good, all bad. Big plans, no God, no chance, no love, no good, all bad. Fuck the government, we ain't never loving it. All this shit they selling us, we ain't never buying it. So much blood spilling out, no mopping it. We ain't really got no time for the politics. Get it stopping it, but there's still more kids dying in, more funerals crying in. This America, is this the way it's always been? The good die young, I'm just trying to save a kid. Don't be telling me you got no problem with another one down. I can still hear the hollow tips. We can try and get to stopping it. I got a problem with it.
She walked with grace through the morning haze. Romeca smile could light up the darkest days. A sun in her arms, love so deep, but the streets don't sleep, no they don't keep peace. A heart so pure, she gave her all, but shadows dance where angels fall. She never saw the danger near, just a woman of love, no space for fear. Justice for Romeca, hear her name rise like a mother's love taken under cruel skies. The streets took her life, but her soul's still alive. Justice for Romeca, let her legacy dry. Let her legacy dry. She loved too much, but they played her wrong. A twisted game where her hearts don't belong. Caught in a triangle, no escape. A bullet speaks when love turns to hate. Her son cries out, where's my mama gone? The echoes of her laughter, now just a song. The city cold, but her warmth still burns. Romeca's story is a lesson we learn. Who holds the answer? Who'll take the blame? When love becomes a spark that fuels the flame. Na, 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 na. Romeca wore the sun on her face, kind of smile that could light up the space. She was love, she was grace, held her baby like a shield in a race. Through the night, cut her thread, now the world's draped in red. A love triangle turned to lady, and justice ain't been fed. Who do we blame when the light goes out? Who hears the echoes of mothers shout? Who picks up the pieces of a love turned cruel? A heart gone cold, a hand with a tool. Justice for Romeca, hear her name. Say it loud, let it burn like a flame. A queen's been stolen, we feel the pain. Justice for Romeca, justice remains. Justice remains. She gave her heart, she gave her all, but jealousy shadow made her fall. A mother, a fighter, her spirit stands tall, but the system shrouds like it's nothing at all. She prayed for peace, now we fight a war. On the streets where love turned to gore. The past won't rest and knocks at the door. Story's the anthem we can't ignore. Who do we blame when the sun won't rise? When a kid asks why with tear-stained eyes. Who writes the song of a stolen life? Cut short by envy and a jealous knife. Just for Romeca, hear her name. Say it loud, let it burn like a flame. A queen's been stolen, we feel the pain. Just for Romeca, justice remains. Justice remains. Romeca wore the sun on her face, kind of smile that could light up the space. She was love, she was grace, held her baby like a shield in a race. Through the night, cut her thread. Now the world's draped in red. A love triangle turned to lady, and justice ain't been fed. Who do we blame when the light goes out? Who hears the echoes of mothers shout? Who picks up the pieces of a love turned crew? A heart gone cold, a hand with a tool. Justice for Romeca, hear her name. Say it loud, let it burn like a flame. A queen's been stolen, we feel the pain. Justice for Romeca, justice remains. Justice remains. She gave her heart, she gave her all, but jealousy shadow made her fall. A mother, a fighter, her spirit stands tall, but the system shrugs like it's nothing at all. She prayed for peace, now we fight a war. On the streets where love turned to gore. The past won't rest and knocks at the door. Story's the anthem we can't ignore. Who do we blame when the sun won't rise? When a kid asks why with tear-stained eyes. Who writes the song of a stolen life? Cut short by envy and a jealous knife. Justice for Romeca, hear her name. Say it loud, let it burn like a flame. A queen's been stolen, we feel the pain. Justice for Romeca, justice remains. Justice remains.
I'm not really sure who Keys is, Tamik. Um, I'm really not sure who that is. I tried to catch what I could catch from other people live and Amora's live. First, can I get a mic check, y'all? My baby girl was over here. But y'all know I was spending family time with my baby girl and my girl. My fiance. Y'all know that's what's more important to me than you know, internet stuff. The internet stuff is second. Isn't the stuff I do on the internet, my advocacy is important, but my family is the number one important thing to me. That's why I'm gonna go ahead and do this live. Because I wasn't even gonna touch this topic. I remember what I said when people asked me about it, but I kind of felt like I had no choice. But can I get a mic check, y'all? I know it ain't that many people in here, but I appreciate it if I get a mic check. Y'all let me know how. It's the audio, because sometimes when I go back and listen to the playback, it be so airy, And then Queen Ye is out. Sometimes when I go back to the playback, mic check, mic check. See, that don't even sound. Mic check, mic check. Does that sound better, y'all? Mic check, mic check. See, it's hard for me to check them. All right, is there an echo now? Is there an echo now? What about now? Is that better? Mic check, mic check. I gotta get me one of them mics that 1 second, y'all. 1 second. All right. All right. How is the audio? You say yeah, that's better. All right, thank you. All right, ladies, make sure y'all hit the like button. Um, if y'all can hear me, please. I hope this audio, because I'm telling you, it just be when I go back and listen to the playback, I be like, why didn't they just tell me how bad it sounded? You know, maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm one of those people I can't stand bad audio. That'll make me turn off a video real quick. So. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and start off with this. Y'all know I'm a part of the sisterhood that was started by Amora. Y'all know I met Amora here on the internet. I done been on 2 trips to Orlando to spend time with her and the other ladies who I've had, formed a friendship with. Some people are friendship, some people just, acquaintances. Some people I'm close to, some people we good. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know I'm being very careful with that word friend because I done been burned so many times by people who call me friend and then turn around and bite me like a snake, right? So I'm real iffy with that word, like when it comes down to friend, I'm gonna wait till people claim me first before I say friend, right? But I just want y'all to know where I stand with some of this. First off, it really is heartbreaking to see people who we went on a trip with. We bonded, have fun and stuff, and now we're, now not we, because I ain't beefing with nobody. I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say, then I'm gonna keep it moving. To see people I know who I get along with, who I care about, who if they call me up, ask me for something, I'll do what I got to do for them because they was there for me when I needed them. I don't like seeing y'all beef. I don't want nobody to think that I'm taking a side or I'm okay with what was said to each other or whatever. The reason why I'm not saying anything is because I know that sometimes sisters fight, friends fight. And sometimes after that is over, people apologize to each other, right? And some people might still hover feelings when you diss their friend or their family or their mother or whatever, but now that you're at peace, it puts you in an awkward situation. So if people wondering why I'm not saying anything about the individuals, because it's more than 2 people, it's been a few people who's been blah, 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 going at it, is because I know at one point you guys were friends before y'all met me, right? Or y'all were cool, or y'all was cordials, or y'all was sister. Remember, I'm like the latest person to the sisterhood. So I'm not getting involved in, hopefully y'all can work it out. Hopefully emotions die down. Some people probably need to apologize, but I'm not getting in the middle of that, only because I don't want it to be awkward when if y'all decide to make up and then the other person feels some type of way because I took a side. You feel what I'm saying? Because I've seen that. I've seen people who came over here in my life and showed me mad love, gave me money, and was supporting me. And as soon as I disagree with somebody who they were more loyal to than they owed me, they was quick to also diss me and say fucked up shit. And some people I cursed out, and some people I just fucking ignored because they wasn't worth, But now that I'm cool with the person again, you back over here showing that fake love shit, and I just don't like that. So I pay attention to when people fall out, when you take sides, when you're mutual friends with both people, but when you choose a side, people pay attention to that, right? people pay attention to who you're more loyal to or who you defend and stuff like that. And I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with that. You loyal to, if somebody your G, ride with your G. That's me. I'm a Leo. I know all about loyalty, right? But I also know all about betrayal. I can write a book on it. I know all about that. You feel me? So I'm just telling y'all, I don't want y'all to think that, because my silence is my approval. No, not at all, right? But if anybody want to have a private conversation with me, if y'all want to get on the phone, y'all know I'm here all day, right? Got you. You know I love y'all. To the sisterhoods, to the ones that love me, you know I love you. To Amora knows that I have love for her. She knows that I'm trying to build a bond with her. I also know that I'm the newcomer, so she don't really know me like that. I don't really know her like that. I hope over time she see my consistent behavior and vice versa, right? So I'm the newcomer, but I'm hoping things work out. I don't want y'all beefing, especially over this. But I'm also going to do my video and give what I think my unpopular opinion, even though when I did some of my research, I found out my opinion wasn't too unpopular. But I thought it was because of the spaces that I was in. So with that being said, let me go. You said, I agree, I pray that it work out. So I just want y'all to know, don't read into that. My silence is not my approval. I just know from what I heard, this is not the first time people disagree with each other. And then they got back cool. I'm not doing that. I love everybody. Only people I don't like is the people who don't fuck with me. And if you don't fuck with me, you know, because I don't talk to you. You know what I'm saying? You know it. I don't say nothing. Y'all know how I move. I'm queen of giving you the silent treatment. I'm really good at that. But I am on the opposing side. It's when it seemed like a lot of people who's talking about this Romeca Meeks story and Holly Johnson. I was clear from the beginning. There ain't no agenda with Neo. When the Moore first reported this story, I was in the chat. Everybody knew that I was saying justice for Romeca, because I remember when the story was reported like over a month ago, right? So I just want to make sure that was clear. Neo always made it a stand where I stood on this, and it still hasn't changed, right? Even though Amora feels different. We spoke about it briefly in the car. We ain't go into details because y'all know I was driving her to the airport, but it was briefly mentioned, and she knew then that Neo is, hey, justice for Romeca. Not excusing Romeca, but justice for Romeca. And also, let me say, just in case somebody, family or friends of Romeca family, first I'm gonna just start off saying this to her mother. To Romeca's mother, if you somehow come across my video, because I'm a small channel, the chances of you seeing me is probably slim, right? But if somebody in your family seeing you this clip or mention me to you or whatever, I'm gonna first start off by saying this to you, because I don't know your name, ma'am. But to you, ma'am, I don't care what my friends who are on the opposing side or people say about your child or whatever. Ma'am, fight for your child. Defend your child's legacy. You keep fighting for her. Go get justice for your baby. Okay? That's your child, right? You know your child better than anybody else. I don't know anybody perfect. That's why in this video, I put the art of being human, right? Because we're going to talk about some of this stuff. I honestly believe that highly premeditated killing your child. Probably not that day, but sometime in the near future, or contemplated it, right? Fight for your justice for your baby. You keep fight your family, you keep going. Even though we know our justice system is not perfect, that's why the symbol of the justice, that's why they say justice is blind. Sometimes the justice system is not going to get it right. Sometimes people will use loophole to get away with cold-blooded murder, right? Something that might be legal today might be outlawed in the future. Just does not mean that it was right ethically or morally. So to Romeca's mama, ma'am, fight for your baby. Fuck all this fluff on the internet or whatever, because I'm a very spiritual person. I'm not Christian, but I'm very spiritual. And I like to call myself an observer, right? I sit back and sometimes I don't say anything and I just listen and I watch. I watch how the internet behaves. I watch how people around me behave. I watch how strangers behave. Sometimes I just sit back and watch. And one thing that, regardless if you on Team Romeca, Team Holly, or Team I don't give a fuck, one thing that these people can't deny, that before your baby departed from this earth, the creator above, if you want to call it God or the Most High, her ancestors, or whatever y'all spiritually believe in, they made sure that one of her fingerprints, or her spiritual fingerprints that was left behind, was the image of a black woman loving a black child. That image was left behind. Because I truly believe, out of design, that when your daughter lost her life, the agenda of some people who are evil as hell, bitter as hell, wicked, we're going to get on this internet and slander your child based off of YouTube clips, based off of people hopping on panels and clout chasing, based off people fucking lying. The art of being human. People fucking lie for clout, for money, or just for fun. Sick motherfuckers, right? But the universe made sure it was dropped to the rest of us, that beautiful letter that your daughter wrote to her son. That was a legacy that the universe wanted to make sure a lot of us knew, besides the good, bad, and the ugly about your child. I'm pretty sure your child is not perfect. I'm not perfect. But you keep fighting for your baby. Regardless of what people say, all the slanders of their opinions, or all of a sudden people are experts at being forensic scientists, bloggers being, the experts at doing what the legal system or the police doing their jobs better than them. I just feel like that was symbolic, ma'am. And hopefully, if I'm not confusing you with too much of my spiritual talk, personally, I believe that was symbolic symbol to prepare your family, your friends, and people who support Romeca or want justice for her, to use that as something to keep her legacy alive. In my thumbnail, there's a quote from a artist named Kendrick Lamar, my favorite rapper, right? In the one of his songs called Money Trees, there's a lyric where he says, everyone respects the shooter, but the person in front of the gun lives forever, right? And that can be interpreted many ways. The most popular way people interpret it is that, yes, the person who has the gun might have had the power of life and death at that moment, played God, but the person behind the gun who lost their life because of their footprints, their memories, the way they died, right? That part of them lives on forever. So they person now becomes not a God, but an ideal of God, because God allegedly doesn't die. So, right, so your child's legacy is going to live on through, number one, through her son, and through the internet, even becoming divided about was highly justified taking your child's life, right? That's what they mean about legacy living forever. Because like I said, I went to go do the research, and I found out, okay, more people are screaming justice for Romeca than Holly was a victim, right? So I wanted to say that off top. If anybody in that lady family, if y'all see my video or whatever, go fight for your child. I'm with you until I see other receipts, or to this video that everybody's waiting patiently to come out. Until I see something otherwise that's solid, my opinion stands. And we're going to get into why I believe this was premeditated, right? And I said that from day one. I didn't link up with nobody before I talked to anybody on the phone. It was already known where I stood, right? They ain't no conspiring with Neo. Y'all know I fall back from that shit. I don't like that messy stuff anyway, right? But, all right. All right, so make sure y'all hit that like button. But yeah, to that lady, fight for justice for your child. All right, so let me tell you, basically, let me tell you why I think this is premeditated. When this story first broke, I heard it on Nick at Night. She's a popular YouTuber, blogger. Hell, I'm gonna say she's a journalist because she done broke many stories, right? She gave us a few exclusives. I first heard this story on her channel, right? And I watched it, and then of course I did a little research, and then I just sat back waiting to see, was Holly going to be ever get arrested? Oh, I mean, was they going to charge her with anything? Now, I'm from Florida. Florida is a stand your ground state, right? And when this topic was first talked about, I told people that I don't know if y'all just not familiar, you don't live in a stand your ground state or whatever, but it is not uncommon for a person to unalive someone, right, with a weapon or with their hands or whatever, and they get arrested and released. We call that RR, arrested and released, right? That's not uncommon when it come down to the authorities trying to figure out if it was a justified killing, was this self-defense, right? A more recent popular case that I know a lot of you ladies who are watching are familiar with is when AJ Owens was murdered over there. Was that Ocala, Florida? When that lady, the white lady, took her life. Y'all remember that lady was arrested and released, and then she was later indicted, charged, and then now we know we got a conviction, and the state of Florida sent this lady to prison for 25 years, right? We know that that's not uncommon. It happens all the time, right? Because they have to give people a chance to, number one, you're innocent until proven guilty, right? Only time these people will give you a bond or refuse to give you a bond if there's enough evidence that against you that the judge is looking like, okay, this person most likely did this, right? So we have to give them a bond, because our justice system work like you're innocent until you're proven guilty, right? It's not the other way around. So they give you a chance to bond out, or they will release you because the prosecutors got to get involved. They got to go through the law books to make sure it is well understood if this person broke the law. They got to go gather evidence, right? And I kept saying that, people saying that the reason why Holly got off because she was innocent, I kept saying y'all are incorrect. The police, when they released their statement, they clearly told y'all it was lack of evidence, and that right now they're choosing not to charge her, right? They told y'all that. They didn't say it was because no video evidence. If it was video evidence why this lady was not being arrested, they would have said due to video evidence or evidence to prove that, hey, this person did not break the law, so we are not going to continue on to charge them. They would have told you if it was video. They said it was lack of evidence, right? But people are saying there's this video, and I hope this video will come out soon so we can just lay this to rest. And if Romeca is in the wrong, hopefully the family find the peace they need to just, accept it. But if it's the other way around and Holly is the one who's clearly in the wrong, then I hope these people get the justice that they're looking for, right? But everybody keeps saying this mysterious video, but it just won't come out, right? But I told y'all, I live in Florida. We see that all the time, where people will get shot, and you be like, damn, why they ain't arrest the old dude, man? He shot him. Oh, they self-defense. They claim it's self-defense. They later get arrested, right? So saying that was proof that she was innocent, I think that's not a fair comparison, right? Secondly, what even have me making this video to y'all, even though I stated numerous times that I wasn't going to touch this topic because I seen it was very sensitive and people friendships are being questioned, or people are, dissing each other or trying to start beef with each other over, this story. I said I ain't even want to say nothing because y'all know I'm so used to being on the other side of me having an unpopular opinion. What made me say I'm gonna go ahead and make this video is the last time before, was it the night before? I was in a Morris chat. I was in and out, so I didn't see everything that was being said. But when I was in there, I made a comment again when she gave her opinion based off the information she know. I put in the chat, hey, I still believe this is premeditated. Like, she laughed about it. Then she asked me straight out, Neo, why do you think it's premeditated? Now, in a chat, you can only say so much. You only have a certain amount of characters, so I tried to limit my response, try to get to the main point because I couldn't type out a whole paragraph because there's so much to it, right? So I simply put, well, Holly made a post about killing somebody. They already revealed that post. And then I said, I believe she also tried to empty the clip because she had a live round. They reported the fourth bullet was a live round. Now, people who are familiar with guns, live round does not automatically mean the gun jammed, but it most likely mean the gun jammed when the gun has already been fired repeated times, right? And there are some people who are very professional and know how to clear a jammed gun. Like if y'all go back and watch that video of that guy who killed the CEO insurance dude, if you go back, y'all see while he was shooting repeated times, his gun jammed and he was able to clear the jam, right? But there's some people who really don't know how to do that and they'll just stop firing or, whatever. I stated those were my reasons. Hey man, this girl shot at her multiple times. They found a live round, so shoot, I think the gun jammed on. I think she tried to end the clip on no girl. But I specifically kept repeating that, hey, she made a post on Facebook, like saying she's gonna start killing motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? I seen that, right? And then I was gonna get into the original witness statement, what was said in real time. But when I read the room, people was trying to start with me. Some people I never even seen their names before, saying little slick shit to me, so I ignored them. Amora laughed at me, called me a conspiracy theorist. It was funny or whatever. So I said, okay, it's late anyway. I just bow out politely. Good night, ladies. And I just do a video on it so I can go ahead and fully state what I meant, right? Because I can only say so much. But one thing I know for sure is, number one, I am not crazy. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with the way I think because we don't agree. I'm not a conspiracy theorist. To me, that's not even a conspiracy theory. Right? I don't watch too many crime movies. I told y'all what I watch. I watch documentaries about the damn ocean. If you want to have a conversation with me all day, we can talk about the ocean, right? Or how to survive in the wilderness and stuff. I don't even watch like a bunch of crime movies or whatever. I might watch true crime, but not movies and stuff like that. So some of the things that people was trying to mock me and make fun of, I just brushed the shit off because I was like, okay, well, all right, we agree to disagree. It's funny, mock me or whatever. So I said, okay, I'll just respond to the video since what happened in the Morris channel, right? So, but it's no personal whatever with Amora. Like, people like to take shit personal. I ain't got no beef with her. It ain't nothing that serious or whatever. I just bowed out because I read the room. I said, oh, they trying to start something with me here. But I'm going to leave because I ain't going to give you that energy. Some of y'all been waiting to come for me, and I ain't going to give it to you. Because you're mad at me because I don't believe in your Jesus. I know some of y'all don't like me because I don't believe in God. Y'all know people talk. Y'all mad at me because of that. It's weird. People can rape your kids and stuff, but you'll be mad at a non-believer, but not the person who's raping your kids. I mean, make it make sense. But let me see what you said. Hey, TC in here? Hey, TC. So, hey, Miss Dee. But that's what we hear yet. That's what it was like. Because like I said, I read the room, but it still didn't change my opinion. It's not going to change my opinion. All right, so I'm going to play a clip from Nick at Night. What she said when Nick at Night reported this in real time. We're going to take it back to, some of the things that was claimed in the beginning. It's like another black woman gone for what? We quit to kill each other. When is it going to stop? Right. I agree with you on that. All right. Let me see what time, because I know me and Queen Ye got a party we supposed to be going to. We got soon, so I got to pay attention to the time. All right, let me see. Hey, what's up, Break Room? What's up, G-Dub? So, but, let me see. Hey, Patrice. All right, ladies. All right, I was just trying to see who else was in here who haven't spoke. What's up, Janice? All right. All right, ladies. All right, so that's what happened. So I was like, okay, well, Amora knows where I stand. Everybody knows where I stood. Everybody knew where I stayed before everybody started really talking about it. I said it, right? And then Callie, y'all seen I tried to go on Callie channel. Callie wouldn't even let me up. I said, everybody think I'm finna be arguing the fight with them. I only wanted to click his link because number one, I was driving, so I couldn't, text. I was driving. And I was gonna ask him a question about guns. I had a question about guns. I wasn't even gonna say nothing about their opinion about the case. All right, so let's go back to Nick at Night's channel, because I think some people forgot that Holly wasn't the only one claiming to be harassed or being bothered or people trying to, fuck with their job and shit. Holly wasn't the only one who made these accusations, right? We gonna go and play when Nick at Night brought this out, and let's remind the people what Romeca said she was going through with this drama, because y'all know I'm from Daytona Beach. I'm from the hood, South Street Project, PPU, Carolina Village, Pine Haven, all that. Daytona Village, all that, bruh. I was not saying it's something to be proud of. I'm not ashamed of, because I think that's what makes me tough to this day, and that's why I endured so much, and I can handle so much that I've been through. But I was raised in the projects, and I was raised around street motherfuckers. And I know street shit and ghetto shit when I see it. I know when it's a love triangle and, women, doing the most when it come down to the men that they in love with, or, you know how that go, right? Baby mama drama, baby daddy drama. We know how that go in our community, right? I'm familiar. We seen this shit happen. Some of this shit happened to our own parents, right? So to me, when I was listening to people just make all these opinions and judgment based off of clips on videos and stuff, and I was like, yeah, y'all sitting up here judging these people, but didn't y'all have something similar like this happen in your life? It was some people who I know, like, I ain't gonna say no name, but it was one person I know, girl, you got like 3 baby daddies. And you sitting up here judging Romeca for fighting over one nigga. You know what I'm saying? You made 3 bad, poor choices because you ain't even with the niggas, but let me stop before they get mad. They gonna get mad. I don't care though. But anyway, because I'm telling you, like, you made 3 poor decisions. You got 3 baby daddies, and you ain't even with nobody right now. You ain't married. I'm sorry. It's just somebody I know who was talking shit to me, and I'm like, girl, don't get me started. Don't, I'm petty as hell. But I ain't gonna say your name, so don't get mad. I ain't gonna say your name. So, all right. We gonna remind the people that when I kept saying in the Moore's chat that, look at Brad Room laughing at me. When I kept saying in the Moore's chat that, y'all know this is a love triangle going wrong, right? This is y'all know Holly did engage back and forth with Romeca, right? They were fighting over a man. Y'all, anybody real catching that? You feel what I'm saying? Like, anybody? No? Okay, so y'all just gonna keep saying what's name was the aggressor. Okay, got it. All right, so now let's listen to what Nick at Night said about when she first reported on the story. Let's listen to what she said Romeca wrote on August 20th.
How long does it take a BD to get over his first BM? Oh, and she would post the following. On August 20th, she posted a post and she says, how long does it take a BD to get over his first BM? Asking for myself, because this N-word got to get off my private and be a dad. I'm tired of getting popped up on at my job and school, ready to get fought on. N-word, go fight them other girls you clearly don't want. I only argue with you about our son, and I'm effing a million guys and disrespectful girl. I'm such a 304, but don't want you. Oh, my mama G, you don't have my number or address. I'm tired of you playing with my name on me. Mr. Always say I'ma do or buy my son something and don't. I'm finna start eating you up, B-word. Hate, and I think she meant hate my BD, man. So this is what she wrote on August 20th about him. Now, the woman that took her life, people on social media also dug up a post that she posted.
Now, if we gonna be fair, right? If we gonna just simply judge Romeca, then I think we should be fair and judge the father of her child. I think when people make their opinions about certain stuff, I think some people get tunnel vision or they get caught up in the moment. They just say stuff, but they don't even realize what they're saying, right? Yes, Holly got a default judgment against Romeca because Romeca did not come to court. Romeca kept ducking these people. You know, I'm laughing because when I watched the video, they couldn't serve Romeca for a while. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they didn't know where she lived at. Maybe she knew they was trying to serve her. Who knows? But when they finally caught up with her, served her, right, she did not appear in court. So Holly got a default judgment. There was nothing proved that everything that Holly claimed that Romeca did to her was actually proven in court, right? That's why when I was telling people, if you gonna believe that everything that Holly claimed happened, why y'all not believing everything Romeca put in her post that was happening to her, right? Why y'all ignoring that this man, Carlos, had a pending domestic violence case against Romeca? Why? Because they were in a love triangle and they all was participating in toxic behavior, and some of them were making poor decisions at the time, right? We know what it is. We from the hood, well, some of us is, right? I'm from the hood. We see it all the time. This is part of, unfortunately, this is part of black culture. It's that part of our culture that we're not necessarily too proud of. But because we still love each other, we still love black people, and we still love black families, we still have empathy and sympathy and show compassion to people who try to at least be good to their kids or be good parents or co-parent together, right? But Romeca on August 20th talked about the things she was dealing with him, having people to come to her job, fight him, messing with her. She had a pending case, right? So I keep telling y'all, everybody in here who was a part of this, I'm not saying that anybody was an angel. Romeca was an angel. I don't even know, sis, right? But I did know that her letter to her son touched my heart. I said, well, shit, that's pretty much all I need to know. She probably wasn't a perfect person, but she damn sure was a good mother. I don't give a damn what y'all say. And then the universe allowed that message to go out to the internet and let some of our last memories of this lady was loving on her son before her life was taken, and then people to jump on the internet and talk about how much of a horrible person they think she is or was, right? I said the universe made sure they left that breadcrumb. Regardless of what you say about the lady, that little boy that's on her lap was the center of her world, obviously. Evil people don't write loving letters to their kids. Evil people gonna be evil to everybody, even their kids. They're gonna bully the shit out of their kids. They're gonna abandon them. They're gonna abuse them. That's what evil people do. But people who are imperfect is still capable of love. The most powerful frequency that we all give off, right? But I said, like, hey, let me remind them of this. Hold on, this Queen Ye calling. 1 second, y'all. I'm gonna have to wrap this up quick. All right, so again, the universe left that receipt behind to show us that this woman, this black woman, loved her black child. All right, so let's play
Posted
something else.
So the woman in the
Now, I heard somebody say they never saw the receipt to what Holly said before this happened. And I believe that they said that Holly made this post sometime in January. Some people said June, some people said January or whatever. But it's a screenshot This screenshot said January, around the time she was trying to, get this paperwork served and all that stuff or whatever. Here is the receipt when I kept telling y'all that, hey, and another reason why I'm side-eyeing Holly, right, is because of this statement right here.
White dress. She posted a post. Okay, so her right there in the white, she reposted a post that this person says, and it says, sometimes you got to start deleting MFers. And
sometimes you got to start, unaliving MFers, right? Sometimes you got to start. Right? Now, again, I get it. If Holly was frustrated because she beefing, arguing, whatever, Carlos lying to her, Romeca threatened to beat her ass or whatever, I get it, right? You know what I'm saying? But to sit up here and get so much in your feelings that you even saying that you might have to kill somebody, that's suspicious, sis. That's very suspicious. That someone got you to that point that, hey, sometimes you got to start taking people out, right? And then you kept trying to get a paper trail on this lady, right? Even though we got videos of Holly talking shit to Romeca. Now, I know some people playing semantics and saying, oh, she didn't say her name, but I see you getting upset when people are indirectly making comments about you and not saying your name. The same way you felt about people making indirect comments about you and not mention your name, it's the same thing. Do you think Romeca was feeling, even though she wasn't saying her name? I get annoyed when people make indirect comments at me. I've just chose, because out of maturity, that I'm the type wait, they ain't saying my name, fuck them. You know what I'm saying? If you want to be on some scary shit and don't say no name, don't say no name. But if you say my name, then yeah, I might say something to you. I might not, depend on who you are, right? But I feel like I have power over you. If you're not bold enough to say my name, then I must give you some type of energy that you don't really want to smoke, but maybe do you want to smoke? You feel what I'm saying? But I don't know. You never know people's true intentions. Some people just messy. But if you get in your feelings because people making indirect comments about you, you can't say that Romeca can't get in her feelings. Because Holly said some fucked up shit about Romeca, right? In post. They both were going at each other. Why? Because they was beefing over a man. So I just want to remind people, and they kept saying there was no post of her. Yes, it is. And this was reported when September 9th. People been saw this receipt, right? Now, there are some details that we later found out that, hey, it didn't happen in front of the school. It was down, a couple of yards down from the school. It wasn't in front of the school, right? We found some other details, that people were speculating. And let's be honest, everyone who's on this internet making YouTube videos, you're all, including myself, you're all are speculating, giving your opinion, right? Just because you think you know better because of life experience doesn't mean that you are absolutely right. We are all assuming shit based off our opinions, evidence, and then we're giving our opinions, right? Just because a person is more popular than other people doesn't mean the next people are not intelligent. I caught that, but I let it go. That was said. If y'all gonna really have a conversation, some people did, and I can't speak for other people, but some people did get upset because they felt like someone was questioning their intelligence, their comprehension. Made them feel like this individual think they're mentally handicapped because we're disagreeing about a case that neither one of us was there about, that we're still waiting for facts to come out, that we're listening to other bloggers. Everyone's listening to bloggers give real information and misinformation and are being corrected, and who have made misinformation in the past and had to go back and walk in and fix it. Nick at Night don't had to fix times when she was incorrect. We all don't have to do it. So comments about who you listening to, we all are listening to bloggers, are we not? We're disagreeing with each other, or we're agreeing with each other. Neo does both. Just to answer that question. I listen to what bloggers are saying, and then I go back and look at police reports and see what's online. That's why I kept telling y'all over and over, she was released because of lack of evidence, not a video. So the bloggers who were saying it was because of a video was incorrect. I do research. But, I guess I don't because I don't agree with, people. But here we go. Anyway, let's continue. All right. And this ain't don't read into this too much. I have the right to respond when somebody say something to me. I just couldn't do it in the chat because it was, number one, it was late because y'all know I had to be back at 5. And then I read the room. I told y'all, some of y'all trying to bait me into saying something to you. And I didn't. So what's up, Yas? Let me see who else in here. I see the comments. Okay, what y'all talking about? Because I ain't really reading these comments because I'm trying to catch who else in Shawty Red. All right. I just seen it said I had a lot of comments, but that was all the comments. All right. But we all are spectators. None of us are certified forensic investigators, right? But I really, truly believe that my opinion is a valid opinion. I'm not even basing it off of hearsay. I didn't base it off of my favorite bloggers reporting on it, right? I didn't base it off of stuff I heard on blogs. I literally said, hey, what's in the police report? And then I knew this was posted. But I mostly say, yo, girl tried to empty the clip. You can't get around that. And then the first video of what the lady was saying, when the Spanish girl, the first witness who was saying that, hey, you had her in the headlock. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I'm telling y'all, I'm sitting up here looking, people just be assuming stuff about me, and I was like, no, you don't know me like that if you think that's how I move. People lie. Some people lie intentionally and some people unintentionally, that's why I don't believe every blogger. I go back and fact check them. But all right, so what else I wanted to show y'all real quick?
Posted that right here.
Get to this.
So on the day that this situation happened, the mother was simply just taking her son to school. Okay? She was taking her son to school and she was sharing a note that she left in his lunch pail. All right? So Romeca is the woman in all black over here. So she posted, this was her last post on her social media. It says, that man gonna make sure he has his lunch. Don't be caring if we late or nothing. And she showed a lunch that
This is what I want y'all to pay attention. The universe prepared Romeca and her family for this, right? Knowing that she was gonna depart the world the way she departed in such a violent way, over a senseless way, right? This is what I keep telling y'all, regardless of opinion and stuff. I'm very spiritual. Just because I don't believe in the God you believe in, don't mean I'm not feeling like I'm connected to something higher. Right? I literally said, if they can't see that this was a very orchestrated in this matrix for that receipt to be left, look what this lady said before she became a spectacle on the internet. Look what she did for her son. Before now she's going to be the person behind the gun that lives forever, right? Because the story went viral, especially among black people, right? But before people jump on the internet and question her every fucking decision as if they never made bad decisions or got caught up with the wrong fucking man. Even Neo almost did time, my gay ass almost did time over a man when I was married to one. I almost took a bat to one of his bitches' head who was disrespecting me and my marriage and knew that I was married to the nigga. I was almost locked up for premeditation because I did plan to fuck her up. But the universe helped me out. I'll tell that story if I have time. But this is one of the receipts I want y'all to see that was left behind to show y'all that before the world was ready to get on the internet and bash this lady and speak on so much of her character basing off of some fucking years ago YouTube video, this is what the universe left behind for this family to stand on to get justice for their baby.
he had
to get justice for Romeca. Romeca's mother get justice for her baby.
prepared for her son. And she said, "Happy Monday, son. Today is a fresh start to this, and you can start off strong. Always remain yourself. You're the coolest, smartest, and funnest kid I know. I love you so much, and you make me so proud. Have a great day. Love you." And it says, "Love, mommy."
Oh, that's what evil people say stuff like that to their kid. That's like evil-hearted, cold-blooded, ratchet, dangerous people. And then I don't know if this is true or not, but allegedly a family member said when that baby got this letter, he wrote in the back, cause he was replying back to his mother. He wrote in the back of the letter that he was preparing to give to his mom, that "I love you, mommy." Right? Right. Right. But y'all know this lady so well. I don't know her that well. I don't know her at all. But I know the universe wanted me to pay attention to this. Now let's get into the nitty-gritty part. I'm trying to see a Queen A. As soon as she get here, I'm going to have to pack it up, y'all, because she don't like being late for parties. But I really wish that I had more time. I might do a part 2. Now let's go ahead and talk about some things. Let me see which part, because I want to get to the most important parts. Let me see if I have the video on that. I hope all of y'all, because I just don't have the time. I hope all of y'all seen the original video of what the lady was saying when the police came and they was investigating, trying to figure out what was going on. I'm trying to find the video of the witness that came forward. They all claimed it's the same lady who was there. And I think that autopsy report going to reveal some things too. I think that's it. I'm trying to find the part.
The truth. You have put truth. Shot her. It wasn't it.
I'm gonna play. Let me see if I can play. All right, I'm gonna play the video of. All right, so I know the autopsy came out, and I have questions, right? I think the autopsy says more than what people think it says. Some people believe that it proves that she charged at her. Nobody, when they were giving their statements in real time, said that, hey, she was defending herself or Romeca charged at her. Everyone pretty much who admitted, the witness was saying, hey, he was trying to put old girl in the, because I got to go back and listen, but it sounded like to me that he was saying that he was first trying to get Holly to go in the car, and Holly wouldn't get in the car, right? Because, she was going back and forth with Romeca. And that Romeca, was at her car, and she came towards her, and then he went to go, restrain Romeca. I'm going to go back and play. You said, please do a part 2. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to get to I just wish Queen A would remind me about this damn party. But I'm going to go back and play this part because I want y'all to think about this. You ever put somebody in the headlock? It's 2 positions that a person in the headlock can be in. And mind you, talking to somebody who, when people run my background, they see all them damn charges. I've been in many fights. Hell, I had somebody pull a gun out on me too. I guess I deserved to die because I was fighting, right? I guess. Right? There's like many ways you can put people in the headlock. But the most consistent thing that people cannot deny when it comes down to a headlock is the position of a person's body. Right? This is just little things I notice. When you in the headlock, if the person have you downward, your hip is out, your thigh's out. Their body is not blocking the lower part of your body. Now, if they have you in another position. If they have you in the upper headlock, like this one, again, their body is not covering your hip area, your torso, if the headlock is up. The person is only, when they say a headlock, that means no matter what position that person has you is, they have your head underneath their arm and their armpit, and they're restricting you by placing their body, your head against their chest, upward, or whatever, right? They're trying to eliminate your ability to move away. Their lower body is going to always be exposed. So I'm waiting to see when they do this investigation if Romeca got hit in the hip first, then the face, or was the first shot that missed was the reason why he let her go? Or was it the shot to the hip that made him let her go? But there is no evidence that while he was having her headlock, that the bullet hit her face first. According to the witness, she said as soon as he let her go, that's when she got hit. She said it happened soon. So in my mind, I'm like, well, how do I know that when Carlos first seen that old girl had that gun, he let her go? Or was it the first shot that missed? Oh shit, she's shooting at her. Or she hit the hip and then, Romeca went down a little bit, then boom, one to the face. We're waiting for that evidence to come out because I don't give a damn what nobody say. I ain't never shoot nobody in the face before, and I ain't never been shot in the face before, and I ain't trying to do neither one, right? But I'm pretty sure in headshots, face shots, that is an instant drop. We seen when the sister, what's her name, Massey? What's the name? Sandra Massey? I forgot the lady name who was just killed. The cop, they just found him guilty. Miss Massey, I know her last name is like Massey or something like that. When she got a shot to the face, you instantly drop a shot to the face. So did Romeca shoot her in the face? Did Holly shoot her in the face and then stood over her, hit the hip too? Like how it's a lot of stuff that y'all have to take in consideration. You just can't automatically assume you think because a position of a body was laid or whatever. You gotta rely on what the experts say, the trajectory of the gun. What happened first? We don't know. But either way, it all looks suspicious now, even more with the autopsy, because people think the autopsy proved that she was charging at her, whatever. The autopsy proved to me that, hey, this order of shooting didn't go the way y'all think it went. Because if she went down first from a headshot, that means, well, girl kept shooting while she was down. But if the hip shot happened first, then what the first witness said was possible when she said, hey, you had her in the headlock when she shot at her. You feel what I'm saying? It's possible. Or the first shot missed, because we know 3 shots was let off, 2 hit, 1 didn't. We don't know. Why we don't know? We wasn't there. That's why we waiting for the video that everybody says proves it. I would love to know which way that happened, because I'm telling you, if it come out that old girl was restrained when one of them bullets was fired at her first, even the one that was missed, if they prove that one of them shots was let off while he still had her in that position, oh boy, threw. He threw. And Holly might get charged. All right? Now, let's go back and listen to the latest statement. From what I understand, the witness, I believe this is the witness. Again, this is not a national news station. This is a blogger giving out information. But I want y'all to listen to, if this was so clear throat, self-defense, listen to how this witness, who don't know Romeca, who don't know Carlos, and who don't know Holly. I don't know why y'all think strangers would just automatically start lying for people, knowing that they can go to jail for purging themselves in the fucking courtroom, right? Or obstructing justice, right? I don't know why y'all think strangers just do that. But let's listen to what she said happened after she done calmed down and was able to, tell this story. Now, I'm also fair by mentioning that y'all know that police say, if y'all know anybody who work in the justice field or whatever, any officer would tell you that anytime you need to gather evidence of a crime, that the best time to interview somebody or get their statement is right after the incident happened. Right? Only time you're supposed to give them some room when they're very emotional and they're erratic and they're not making sense or they hyped up. You give them a minute to calm down, a couple of minutes or a few hours to calm down, but you go get that statement right away. And then even if the person wind up giving a statement, then they always go back and re-question those people days later, weeks later, month later, and they compare all witness statements. But the one they rely on the most is the first statement. Because they know over time people will change a little bit what they say. Some people forget things. Some people might see something in the news and be like, oh yeah, I think I saw that too. They know sometimes people change up shit. But I want y'all to know, regardless if y'all nitpicking through her statement being accurate or there's some conflicting things, regardless of what you say, her energy still ain't changed. This lady clearly gonna keep telling y'all that this was not self-defense. These women argued first. They popped off at the mouth, right? Some people saying that it actually got physical. There was time in between Holly deciding, okay, I'm finna shoot that old girl. Right? Let's listen to what the first witness, who the one y'all believe, y'all said this is the one who was on the video.
Anything. I was actually the one who called the cops first. And
Her version of events, shedding light on crucial moments leading up to the shooting. This testimony helps clear the air after weeks of speculation and conflicting reports, bringing a clearer understanding of the tragedy.
I was actually the one at the scene. So I was the one that was yelling out to arrest her, because everybody wasn't doing anything. I was actually the one who called the cops first. And I saw them when they were fighting in the beginning, and I was like, this is not right. He was slamming her.
Listen to who she said he was fighting. She didn't say she was fighting Holly. She's fighting Carlos. They got a history of domestic violence. Carlos obviously don't have a problem putting paws on his baby mamas, right? Allegedly. I have to say allegedly because the nigga wasn't officially charged. I mean, convicted. But she told y'all who she was fighting. Let's listen.
With the door, when she was standing in her door frame, not even close to the female on the other side. So she was...
When she was standing, wasn't even close to the female on the other side. Okay.
Literally standing on the other side of the road, and her baby daddy was literally slamming the door on her back. So she went back into her car, came back out, and then this was when the baby daddy walked towards the other baby mama. After this happened, he grabbed her by the waist. She tried to wiggle away from him. Her arm was like literally almost getting free, with his arm around her neck this time, because he was holding her by the waist in the beginning and she wiggled out, After this happened, he had her in the, like, almost looking like a headlock to me on the...
So it was physical, something physical going down, but this witness is letting her know that a lot of the physical shit went down was between her and Carlos, Romeca and Carlos. But let's continue.
Side, and then the other baby mama stated, "I'm gonna shoot you, bitch. Watch me shoot you, bitch." And he stated,
again, if this is, now I'm gonna say allegedly because I can't verify because this is on the bloggers page, right? I can't verify if this is actually the real lady who was at the scene. Why would she just say that? Why would she lie on Holly? I'm gonna shoot you, bitch. I'm gonna shoot you, bitch. Why would she lie? For what? What she get the gain from that? Because I want y'all to see this girl was broken up for what she witnessed.
"Oh, she's gonna go get her gun. She's gonna go get her gun. Watch." And after this happened,
Carlos, she gonna go get her gun. Okay, Carlos.
She ran to the passenger side of her vehicle, grabbed her gun, went around, and when the woman, the mother, who slipped away from him for at least like maybe a good second, as soon as she slipped away, she shot her. And she shot her in the face.
Now, this is what people are now putting their speculations, right? Because they wasn't there and they haven't seen the video, right? We all waiting on the video because even me giving this commentary, it's me speculating. I wasn't there. I'm just following what the witness said, what makes sense, what most likely, like logically went down. Soon as she slipped away, pow, pow, pow. Pow, pow, pow. In whatever order y'all want to say it happened. She was scuffling with Carlos. Right? But y'all, some people reporting, oh, she was beating the shit out of Holly. We don't know. Y'all say that. I ain't hear nobody say that. She was battering. People was arguing about the word battering. Y'all, hey, yeah, when it come down to them legal terms, I know I don't even want to go there. Y'all seen my charges. Anyway. Anyway. But I'm definitely not going there. But we know that, yes, the witness is saying that, hey, there was an altercation. But I'm waiting for the part where she said that she was fighting Holly, or she pulled her hair, or she was grabbing Holly while she was putting her baby away. You know, now if the video come out and it shows all this stuff that people are saying, then again, it is what it is. But the person who claiming to be there before we see a video is not saying what y'all said this video allegedly has.
On her side and in her thigh. And I saw him like holding her for a split second. Maybe he was in shock, but after he was in shock, I guess he picked her up, and when she was falling, like a gush of blood fell, you know, like out
Now,
of her.
people was arguing about which position she fell, and that proves that she was charging. This witness claim Carlos is holding her. So we really don't know which direction she was in. He could have flipped, he could have turned, or he could have, while he didn't render aid. Now, they claim he didn't render aid. He could have flipped. We don't even know which way she would have, did she fall down? Then he tried to pick her up? Or did he have her and then he held her? We really don't know. You know, the witness don't make it clear, but but she definitely says, hey, man, she was scuffling with you.
Out of her body, and I was.
And in this restraining thing order, whatever, if the witness is telling the truth, it sounds like she wanted more smoke with Carlos than she was really fucking with the baby mama. If the witness is telling the truth, her restraining order ain't on Carlos, it's on Holly. So just want to remind y'all of that.
I was like, what the fuck is he doing? You know, like, I don't know. Everybody else sees movies, you know what I mean? And they see put pressure on the wound. You know, why weren't you putting pressure on the wound? Why weren't you caring enough? This supposedly was your first baby mama. Cause
he mad at her because he got a domestic charges against her. He's got criminal charges pending right now. He mad at her. That's probably why. Or he was in shock. You know, I can't judge. I can't say what I would do when I'm not in people's situation. But I can speculate like everybody else who's speculating that maybe he was in his feelings, he was in shock, and he had a case pending too. So
when I was on the bus, I heard him and her screaming, and she was literally saying, she was like, I just dropped off my fucking baby. What? I just dropped off my fucking baby. Are you guys kidding me? As soon as I got off the 21 bus, and trust me, they got it. You know what I mean? Everything that I literally had to, I wasn't gonna let her die like that. You know,
a stranger who don't know that a black mother wrote a beautiful letter of words of encouragement to her son, feeding life into him, right? Who don't know that she's in a toxic love triangle and she like to, throw them hands. You know, that's what they say. She like to throw the hands. Maybe it's true, maybe not, you know. A stranger who don't know none of this information, don't even know her fucking name, cared more about the condition of Romeca than the nigga that got her pregnant. We know Holly don't give a shit. Holly popped her ass. Right? So we understand why Holly ain't render aid. A stranger cared more about how this lady was leaving this earth. Come on, y'all.
I literally looked into her eyes.
That's called the art of being human. Some of us just have that shit in the essence of our soul. To show compassion and empathy of even with two strangers. Before we run around and pass judgment. Because we never made mistakes in our life. We never chose the wrong man. We never chose the wrong man, right? We never fought over a man or a man's love. My dyking ass fought over a fucking man before. right? Even though I was gay as hell, but I was in love with him. That's a long story, right? No, I almost did time.
That hurt me. You know, she says she dropped her baby off and you go. You don't know who she is. You know what I mean? And I was like, arrest her. She needs to get arrested. You know what I mean? They weren't even thinking they were.
Why the witnesses like, look, man, she popped her, man. She was running up on, she was decking Holly. She was doing Holly. Why the lady ain't saying that, man? The person who was there. If this is truly her, why she ain't saying it? Nobody, come on. I'm a critical thinker. And then I pay attention to the smallest details before I get on the internet and become a speculator like the other bloggers who've also unintentionally reported misinformation. I never lied on nobody purposely, right? If I said somebody got shot on Wednesday and they found out they actually got shot on a Saturday, that's misinformation, but it wasn't done intentionally. We all bloggers don't made that mistake. It doesn't matter who you choose to watch or who you choose to listen to, or you need to choose better bloggers. I watch everybody. I'm black. Of course I'm gonna support black people in their businesses. But we all speculating on this. We're not the investigators. We're not. We're commentators who's giving their opinion. And majority of us give it based off our ethics and our morals and our principles and integrity. 1 second, y'all. Hello? I'm sorry, y'all. That's Queen Ye telling me to bring my ass. Because I got to get to this party. But again, we all are spectators. I don't tell y'all who to watch, and I don't try to discredit people if I disagree with them. I don't say that shit. Believe and watch who you want. People follow and watch who they identify with. I don't watch people I don't like. If I don't like you, especially if I think you're a bad person, I'm not going to watch you. There's thousands of other spectators and people out there, right? But I think that was unfair, that statement that was made towards me. I think that was a little unfair. I've watched this person say something that was incorrect and got corrected in real time. I didn't say, oh God, I can't watch her no more because she said this house and it was really this house. That's not how that works. We can just agree to disagree. And why can't we just do that respectfully, right? Respectfully. And like I said, it really breaks my heart that some of y'all are not friends anymore or dissing each other or mad at each other over people y'all absolutely don't know in real life. And then I question that there's a saying that a chain is only as strong as its weakest link. If a disagreement over strangers ended friendships with individual, then maybe your bond wasn't as strong as you thought it was. And maybe you might want to reconsider your friendships. That's all I'm saying. I'm not choosing no sides. I promise you, I love every last one of y'all. I do. I do, except for the ones that don't fuck with me. Fuck you. You know? And if my opinion about Romeca is enough to make you say fuck Neo, again, then our bond wasn't as strong as I thought it was. And I'm never going to question in the universe when they remove people out of my life. Especially when I know my intentions toward them was true and pure. Especially when I know that. If you don't like me no more because we disagree if somebody is a cold-blooded murderer, then it is what it is. Just know I'm a 100 type person. I think I'm somebody people should be proud to have on their side. Because the more I'm going to keep it real with you, I'm going to love on you when you're in pain. I'm going to love on you when you go through life crisis. And I hope you reciprocate the same for me. Be there for each other. But again, y'all cannot deny that this lady, y'all play games. The reason why I'm not I did not go to California when I had that scholarship to go to California to go to school to become a movie director. A lie destroyed my dreams. That's why I don't give a fuck when people talk about running to a justice system and put papers. I got a felony on my fucking record over a fucking lie. I was attacked and defended myself with a weapon because I was going against multiple people. I caught my charge a year before Stand Your Ground became a thing. If it was a thing, they said I probably wouldn't even went charged. Even though nobody got cut or hurt, I just pulled the weapon and warned them. I have a felony on my record because I took a plea deal because they kept trying to send me to fucking prison for 5 years. Do y'all know when that shit happened to me again over a bitch? I fought for my life. Them people tried to send me to, last time I took probation. I know better now. I fought for my fucking case because I knew I was innocent. And I know that people will weaponize the judicial system to make it seem like you're the aggressor when they the fucking demon the whole time. I almost went to prison again for fucking 5 years. Them people tried this. That judge told me he was going to give me that fucking time over a crime I didn't commit, and the person who did the shit was in the courtroom looking, swearing, and lying. So when people, and then try to get restraining orders. And they were the ones. And I showed up to court. I wish to this day that maybe if baby girl, if Romeca would have showed up to court, maybe she would be alive today and that restraining order was not have been granted. Because usually in Florida, I can't speak for Chicago, but in Florida you have to have 2 incidents of violence that it was documented and the police knows about it. It has to be 2 incidents for the judge to give you an injunction or what we call restraining orders. I showed up to court and I just let the judge know this bitch is bitter because I fucked her bitch. I'm not a danger to these people. I ain't never got to speak to them again. I ain't even fucking the bitch she mad at no more. But I seen people weaponize the system. So y'all sitting up here, she got a restraining order. Romeca was so dangerous. Carlos is dangerous. I seen videos of Holly talking shit. What do you mean? They're in a toxic environment. They doing that toxic shit. You know how it go. Somebody ruined my life over a lie. And I wasn't the aggressor. I was defending myself. People try to play games and act like they don't know it. They don't see it for what it is. But I know you can't agree to mutual combat with somebody. And then when they do clock in and ready to thump, then you pull a gun. You can't talk shit and then be like, oh, okay. I was just playing. Now, don't get me wrong. I am a type of person who believe you have the right to defend yourself. Don't get that twisted, y'all. I don't have a problem with concealed carry. I don't have a problem with anybody using lethal force when their life is in danger. But I look at it like this, right? Because I was raised in the streets or whatever. If we agreed to mutual combat, I didn't agree with a shootout with you. If you lose the fight, you lose. If I lose the fight, we lose. I lose, right? But you can't be sitting up here saying you're going to fight me straight on and then you pull out a fucking gun. You lied to me, right? But I'm also the type of person, I'm 40 years old now. I might look young. Y'all keep telling me I have a baby face. My body don't feel like a baby, right? It feels like I'm 40 plus. I am on record that says, hey, if a bitch so mad at me, she threatening to fight me. When I see you, Neo, I'm going to deck you. I'm going to do all that. I'm calling the police. I'm not fighting you. I'm not fighting nobody. But if the police are not around and I tell you, hey, I don't want to fight you. But if you touch me, I'm going to put 3 holes in you like a bowling ball. I warned you. Now that's different when you don't want to engage in the fight. If I know I'm not antagonizing somebody, beefing with them and doing too much, you know, if they get shot, it's, hey, you kept coming. I told you. I warned you. And me personally, I don't think I could shoot somebody in the face. That shit sounded personal. I want y'all to read into that. That sounded real personal. But I gotta go. Queen Ye probably finna curse my ass out. But maybe, you know what? I don't know how long this party is gonna be. But if I can, I'll do a part 2. And if anybody want to join the panel or whatever, again, I'm not taking anybody's side. Shout out to Amora. It ain't no shot towards you. You know we don't agree on this. But I felt like your comments towards me was a little dismissive and condescending, and I just felt like that was unfair because I was being mocked and laughed at because you asked me where I got my information from. Now, I didn't want, actually I heard it on somebody who we mutually cool with, but one of my statements. But I didn't think that was fair that we was like all trying to act like, you know, we haven't heard misinformation on anybody's panel before. I don't think that's fair. So it's not nothing personal. I just felt like I had the right to defend my statement since it was said on your platform, but there's no hate to Amora. It ain't nothing. I'm not finna beef. I'm not finna let this come between us or whatever. Y'all know how I rock. If she say fuck Neil, then y'all know how I rock. Okay, I try. You know, but I really don't think this should come between us. It's my opinion versus yours. I just disagree with you. And to the ladies, if y'all disagreeing among each other, if y'all can find it in your hearts to get past this, I hope y'all do. But I can't tell someone how to feel. I can't tell you that you shouldn't be offended if somebody disrespect you or vice versa. I can't do that. But I'm not picking sides because I'm telling y'all, I seen that shit. Y'all make up, and then now you mad at me for choosing a side. Y'all know how that shit go. But all right, let me go ahead and go. I'll do a part 2. Break room, just hit me up, sis. We'll see if you can schedule something. Maybe I'll come over there where you at. So, but y'all got to remember, the main thing I want y'all to walk away with, at least with this live, Romeca family or her mother or the sister, y'all fight for justice for y'all, for Romeca. Man, fight for your baby. This was premeditated. And you know, I'm going to do a part 2 because I'm going to tell y'all another reason why I think it's premeditated. Fight for your baby. And number 2, for people in the sisterhood or friends or whatever, y'all beefing, y'all cut that out, man. Y'all stop that shit. Like I said, unless your bond wasn't as strong as you thought it was. And don't fight over men. Ladies, do better. Love yourself more. You know, do better. We all made poor choices in our relationships. We all don't chose the wrong person before and fell in love with the wrong people. So, we all done it. So, all right, y'all. I appreciate y'all. I gotta go. It definitely was personal. I agree. All right, let me go. And I hope y'all enjoyed the song that I wrote with AI, the Justice for Romeca. Peace, family. Catch you in the next one.
Romeca wore the sun on her face, kinda smile that could light up the space. She was love, she was grace. Held her baby like a shield in a race, through the night cut her thread. Now the world's draped in red. A love triangle turned to lady, and justice ain't been fed. Who do we blame when the light goes out? Who hears the echoes of mothers shout? Who picks up the pieces of a love turned cruel? A heart gone cold, a hand with a tool. Justice for Romeca, hear her name. Say it loud, let it burn like a flame. A queen's been stolen, we feel the pain. Justice for Romeca, justice remains. Justice remains. She gave her heart, she gave her all, but jealousy shadow made her fall. A mother, a fighter, her spirit stands tall, but the system shrugs like it's nothing at all. She prayed for peace, now we fight a war. On the streets where love turned to gore. The past won't rest and knocks at the door. Story's the anthem we can't ignore. Who do we blame when the sun won't rise? When a kid asks why with tear-stained eyes. Who writes the song of a stolen life? Cut short by envy and a jealous knife. Justice for Romeca, hear her name. Say it loud, let it burn like a flame. A queen's been stolen, we feel the pain. Justice for Romeca, justice remains. Justice remains.